Hello, welcome back to TeamSport Leeds for the fourth round of Grid Series. So far I've had a fourth, a second to Hassan and another second to Hassan. So I need to hopefully try and get some better results. I am currently in first, but that's because I've done all of the rounds and Hassan and Tom haven't done the same number, so I'm in front just by the number of points I've got. Only 5 heavyweights today though, so a chance to get some good points hopefully on the board, and Hassan crucially isn't here, so I've got the chance to go for a win. Let's see what we can do. So starting fourth on the grid, look for a move on Jack, try and get through immediately, look to go around the outside. Not got enough speed to get around though, so I have to sit in behind him. I've got Jordan up there in front, then it's Tom, Jack and me and Domsky behind, so we're going to follow Jack through, see if we can try and get a position. Nothing going on yet though, so as we come to cross the line for the end of the first lap, going to still be in fourth. Look to the outside, get a bit of a move, not really got enough speed though, so slot in behind. Jumping forwards, we have caught up to the back of Jordan now, so I think he was in a really slow kart, so gonna try and find a way past Jack and Jordan. Try to get the move. I feel like I've probably got the move made at the first corner. Go for a corner, Jack turns in, I'm in the wall a little bit, which loses me a bit of speed. Thought I'd have the move done at the first apex, but the gap sort of became a little bit less than a kart's width, so I had sort of the wall hit a bit further in than where the front wheel is, so that lost me quite a lot of speed. Meant I couldn't get the move done. So jumping forward to lap 9, I'm right on the back of Jack, who's right on the back of Jordan, trying to find a way through. Jack a little bit deep there, so I tried to cut back, but he sort of comes over and a little bit just pens me in against the wall there. Not really much I can do. Coming down the straight, he goes defensive, I go to the outside, he comes across and there's a little bit more contact. Not really anywhere for me to go at that point. I thought he'd committed to the middle and just sort of swept over at the last minute, so I lose quite a lot of time. But jumping forwards again to lap 12, Jordan's kart really slow, Jack not been able to find a way through yet, so I have caught them up. Trying to go around the outside there, not working. Go up the inside here, but again the gap just becomes a little bit less than the kart's width, so I'm in the wall a bit, lose enough time that I can't get past at turn 1. Really running out of time for these 10-minute sprints, because if I want to try and make a bit more of a way through, try and get more likely to get pole in the last race, then I really need to be not finishing in fourth. But as we come through turn 5, turn 6, on lap 13, still no way through. Jordan still doing a great job of defence, and lap 14 now, I've not got past, so I'm going to be coming in for a 4th place. Not great, but only 2 more races to go. I didn't get anything from the second race, but I did set 2 identical lap times for the second to last and the last race, so that was great. It was a pretty straightforward race, got through on the second lap and just drove off from there. So jumping forward to the third race now. Starting in second, we've got Domsky in a really good kart in front, and Domsky also really good driver, really good guy as well. Love Domsky. So we're going to try and get past him and make our way through to give ourselves a chance at getting pole for the final, which is going to give us the best chance obviously of making the most of Hassan not being here. So Domsky driving off in front, me trying to keep up. I know my kart's pretty okay as well, so let's see what we can do with this. And as we come over the line, I'm going to be about 8 tenths behind, so not too good, but hopefully we can make up some speed, make up some time. By the end of lap 2 though, that position, still second, but it's come down to about 3 tenths of a second behind Domsky now, so really good. Now he goes out to the left, goes a bit deep, stays there. At this point, based on where he is on the track, I know there's a chance at turn 6 if I can set it up. So I go for a tighter line out of the chicane, which puts me on the outside here, but he's defending to the middle. He goes a little bit deep. First part of the cutback done. Second part, he was again middle of the track, which isn't where you need to be, so I get the cutback, get the run out of there and make the place. We have a big laugh and a smile as we're racing. Great battle. And from here, it was a pretty simple rest of the race. Just keep putting in good lap times, keep trying to be consistent, and take the win. So lap 10, this was my fastest lap of the night. Lap 11 even. My fastest lap of the night. Fastest of the heavyweight laps as well, so I'm pretty happy with that. And I think it might be the fastest one I've had on the channel so far as well. It's only a 40.4, so not exactly world beating. But yeah, I'm happy with a 40.4. Bring back the karts that can do 39 seconds, please, because I want to do another 39.9. But anyway, using all the track, using the apexes under the bridge, tiny little stab on the brakes as we go through the second to last corner, flat through the last, use all of the track to scrub as little speed as possible, 40.4, lovely stuff. And 2 laps later, come across the line for another win. So I've had a 4th, a 1st and a 1st in the 3 heats, which is going to give me pole for the final. So jumping forwards, final heavyweight round 4 grid series final round, starting on pole, lights go out, not a great start but better than Tom behind, so I can take the line through the first corner, keep an eye on what's going on behind, but also just try to build a gap. I know Jordan has got out of the really bad kart and is in a pretty good kart for this one now, so I'm keeping an eye behind. I'm hoping that Tom is going to help me and defend all the way so that he can do a bit of a Sergio Perez Abu Dhabi 21 defense and I can just drive off into the sunset. End of lap 1. I've got a little bit of a gap, not too bad, so I'm going to be looking behind, and as we get through lap 2, jump forwards a bit to lap 5. Looking back now, I do have a gap, but that's Jordan, the white helmet. He has got through Tom, and so has Jack, so now I need to start trying to be as consistent as possible and just not lose any time, not lose any positions crucially, but just be as consistent as possible and keep putting in lap times as fast as I can do. And thankfully I think that's something I'm pretty good at. Looking at where I was in relation to him was on the track as well, I used that pole. I could see, okay, Jordan's a little bit behind that pole when I'm at that pole, but jumping forwards, there he was coming over the bridge. He's a little bit closer this time, lap 8. He's going to be a little bit closer again, so you can see he's a bit more over the bridge. And he's definitely starting to close that gap, which is not good news for me. But as we get through to lap 15, you can see he's a lot closer now. So I'm trying to be as consistent as I can. This is some of my laps from last night, so a lot of laps that were all within half a tenth of each other, which is pretty good, I think. It's as much as I could do, so I'm just hoping that I can outrun him and that I've got enough of a gap that I can just sort of keep getting away. Lap 23, he wasn't as close over the bridge and he's definitely fallen back a bit, so maybe the consistency is paying off and I can outrun him or outlast him. He did say after the race that he was struggling with his shoulder at this point, so maybe that was it. As we get through to lap 25, he's fallen back even more, so that seems pretty good news for me, that I'm not going to have to fight Jordan too much when I know he's in a good kart as well, and obviously he's a good driver. So lap 36, final lap, coming through the chicane. I think every single lap from like lap 5 through to lap 36 was all either a 40.6 or a 40.8, so pretty consistent, pretty happy with that. Kart felt quite good as well. It was, you know, decent kart for once. There was Jordan as we were going round the turn 7, so definitely made up a big gap now. Pretty comfortable, and through the through the last corner, cross the line, checkered flag. First place in Grid Series. Lovely stuff. Very happy with that. So that will put me up to 75 points for Grid Series. I am one of only 2 people that has done 4 rounds though. 4 out of the 6 count, so 75 to 70. Then we've got Jordan, Tom, both on 3 rounds, Hassan on 2, so it's not over yet. But thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed, and see you on track soon.